Hey guys, JB here. Welcome to the channel. I am so excited you're with me today. I am outside. First time that I've gone outside to kind of let you share in on this beauty of South Florida here as we're enjoying this day. And today in the video series on how to write a book, we are getting into video 2 on what you should write about. So we're going to get into it. Let's do it. As you know, my name is JB Glossinger, and with this series, I'll just tell you, I am an author. I have self-published and published with Hay House, who is a pretty big publishing house. If you've watched my other videos, then you know this. If you haven't watched video 1 in this series, you can go do that, and it's really to give you some motivation on writing. And today, now, we're getting into what you should write. And we're going to start that off with point number 1, and that is to tell us your story. Now, I know there's a lot of imposter syndrome out there. I have it. We all have it. And imposter syndrome is, oh my gosh, what do I really have to share? Well, the truth is, I guarantee you have something to share. I guarantee there's some stories in your life that you've had that have really impacted you. And what we really need to find out when we're writing a book, or what we really need, is that story to come out, because that's who you're going to help. You're going to help other people that have similar stories. And you may be thinking, well, I can't help anybody. And that's where the imposter syndrome comes in. But I'm here to tell you, there are billions of people in the world, literally billions. So there's somebody out there that needs to help your story. And like I do these videos, I don't even look at the metrics anymore, because I just realize that if I can help one person, and one person says, I'm going to go tell my story, and they help one person, and that one person comes from this video, then this video did its job, right? So the idea is to not focus on the metrics, but to focus on your story. Now, I'm going to teach you some ideas in this video series on how to write and some ideas on how to get this out, but we got to first realize what you're going to write. So the first thing that we're thinking about, and I've got others, right? We're going to go through a list here, but the first thing I want you to think about is, what is your story? What can you tell us about what you've been through? How can people relate to that? And that's a good starting point. So point number 1, tell us your story.
So point number 2 then is to find what you're passionate about. I'm out here at the golf course right now, and one of the ways that you can write is to write about the things that you just absolutely love. I mean, what are the things that you are excited about doing? What are the things that give you energy, that give you juice? What are you really into? Because if you can find those few things that you're really into, then what you're going to be able to do is write about those things and be able to share those things. And so the second thing that I want you to think about after you think about your story that you want to tell us is, what are the things that you just absolutely love to do? I mean, what are you so passionate about that you can share, whether it's cooking, whether it's golf, whether it's, I don't even know, ballet dancing, whatever it is, you have things that you are into, and that's what I want you to think about today as you're starting to come up with lists about what you want to write about. So the second point, what are you passionate about? That's going to help you really dig into some ideas on writing.
Number 3 is one of my favorite ones, and I think this is one that you could really dig into. So it's the idea is that you write the book that you need. So whatever it is that you want to learn, you write about. So one of the first people that I studied when I started to write, his name was Dan Poynter. And Dan Poynter has written tons and tons of nonfiction books. And one of the books that he wrote was on hang gliding. And the reason he wrote it is he went out there and he searched for books. This is back in the day before Amazon, and was looking for a great book on hang gliding. And there wasn't a book out there, nowhere. So what he did is he wrote the book on hang gliding. Literally learned everything about it, dug into it, and became an expert at it. So one of the real key things here is what you want to become an expert on, you can write about. So when I think about my book, The Sacred Six, my organization has always been pretty good. But it wasn't the best. Like, I was utilizing all these tools and these systems, and I wanted to get more done. I wanted to build a business. I wanted to accomplish a lot of things. And so when I wrote The Sacred Six, it made me become an expert in productivity. And it made me become better and more efficient because I wrote the book on it. So this third one is really important. You write the book that you need. And if you write the book for you, I guarantee there are other people that need the same message. The fourth thing that you can write about is, what is your education? Like, what have you learned? I mean, when I did my PhD, I had to write a dissertation. So maybe there's some part of the education that you've had, either traditional or from the streets, as we like to call it, that you could bring to the table that's been part of your life experience. By the way, my notes are on the Remarkable too, and people ask, how does it look in the sun? It works fantastic in the sun. But number 4, what have you learned and what can you share with us through that educational process? And I will tell you, as we get through these different ideas, you can combine them, and we'll get into that in the next video or the next videos down the road as we start getting into this week on writing a book. But I want you to think about your education. So the 4th thing that you can think about is, what are your educational ideas, whether it's traditional education or street education, that you have learned that you can write about? By the way, I think you can hear these fountains. First time, I'm just using an external mic. It's interesting to hear how this sounds. Kind of makes me want to go to the bathroom. 5th thing that we have is not even about you. So you're like, if you're watching this and going, JB, this is all about me, and I don't want to make it about me, and maybe you have imposter syndrome really big, right? And you're like, I have nothing to share, which you do. I want you to get over that, and I'm going to help you get over that in future videos. But if you don't have something you want to do, then who has inspired you? So one of the things you can write about is about those people that have inspired you over time, the people that have given you energy, the people that have given you knowledge, the people that have given you things. And by doing that, you're writing about them instead of you, and it allows you to write that book about those people that helped you. In my book, The Sacred Six, I wrote about the founder of the Raiders, Al Davis, who as a child, of 11 years old, I think I was, I wrote a letter to this football team, and the owner sent me a bunch of stuff and sent me a personal letter. It might have been his secretary, but I didn't know. I was 11 years old. But that had a big influence on me, and his ideas of commitment to excellence and just winning really shaped the way that I really lived my life. And so I was able to write a little bit about him in my book. I also wrote about a few of my former bosses and the impact they had on me and the lifestyle that I live. So one of the things you can do is, our 5th one, is to write about someone else that has influenced you. That's a great topic, or great topics for a nonfiction book. And the 6th and final thing that you would want to write about is, what do you want your legacy to be? I mean, really, what do you want to be remembered for? If you really think about it, when you write a book, it's something that's going to be left forever, and it's something that can be passed on for everybody. I'll never forget my grandmother, who passed away 2 years ago. Her proudest things that she had were my books, and she used to display them and tell all her friends about them. And those books will be passed on now to generation to generation to generation. And so one of the greatest gifts that you can leave for somebody is your writing, your thoughts, your ideas, and what you want to be known for. And just writing down those things is also just a good exercise in finding some motivation to keep you going. As you know, I'm just loving life and having fun. And my legacy is always just to help people and inspire them to do one more thing. Yeah, we do tech reviews on this channel, but that's not what's really important to me. I mean, what's really important is to see your work, to see what you do. And that's what I'm really excited about. So as always, if you like the videos and what I'm doing, first time I was outside. We got the golf cart in the background, little fountain action. I don't know if you can hear this, but these videos are a little different. YouTube doesn't really like me that much when I do these. The algorithm, my hair blows around a little bit. It's a little goofy out here, but we're having fun, and we're going to really get into this series more and more. And if you like what I'm doing, please press that like button. It helps. And the other thing is, if you hit the alert bell, you'll know when these videos come out, because if you don't, the algorithm just doesn't fire. I'll just let you know, and then you don't even know that this series is out. But I'm putting together this as a playlist, and there's going to be a bunch of videos, and it's all going to be based on writing the book. Now, the next few videos, I'm going to start breaking down how to build it. But today, I wanted to give you 6 ideas that you could take to start figuring out what you're going to write about, so we can start going through the process. Okay? Tomorrow, by the way, if you're watching this later, but tomorrow we're going to go back to a little bit of a silent Sunday, and I'm starting to figure out kind of a little bit of a content path here on YouTube that I'm enjoying. So, and then we'll get back to this series early next week. But today, I hope this inspired you to get writing. As always, I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking? And I got more coming for you right here on the show. Thanks for being with me. Hey, did you like this outside stuff? This is pretty interesting. We'll see if I can actually make this work. Okay, go have a fantastic day. And until the next one, thanks for being a part of this community.